guys, Kyle's Cabinets, episode 27. So, I think we did a bunch of French territories last time, so we're picking up where we left off. I feel like there's still a few more French territories to get through before we kind of move on down the alphabet, or to the next country at least. So, that's my suspicion, is we'll continue on with the French territories. We'll see. I just can't remember. Let me just say, more life changes for me. I'm not going to blather on about my life right now in this intro here, but I quit / got fired from my job that I just got 6 weeks ago. So, now I'm looking for a job again, and anyways, I figured that I like to talk about it, I like to share, I like to, keep it real with you guys and be honest about what's going on with me in my life. Not that everybody cares, but maybe some of you like to know. So I'm going to put, at the end of this video, at the end of this episode, a segment where I kind of blather about what happened, what I'm thinking about these days, what's going on in my life. So if you're interested in that, then you can stick around at the end of the video. Anyways, otherwise, we're going to look at stamps, which is why pretty much everybody comes to this channel. So let's continue on through my cabinets and see what we've got next. Okay, so it looks like we still have more French countries to continue on. French Polynesia. Oh, I got a couple things. So let's check these out and see what we got. I decided to slip on my gloves. I'm just kind of feeling the gloves this day. Let's see. Oh, let me change my focus. Hold on. Okie dokie. So, number 137, French Polynesia. It says France Libre, Oceanie, 10 cent. Looks like it looks like a hut on a double canoe. That is some weird stuff. So, nice stamp. 40 cent cat price from 1942. This is my writing, so I must have ID'd this. Anyways, just a couple of others. What are these? Get my tongs here. Dahomey, it says on the envelope, it says A13, $1.10. Okay, well, these are French Polynesia as well. That's actually a really nice stamp. Here we go again with French stamps, just being really nice. Oop, got the hiccups. 1976. Okay, it says bicentenary of the USA. Trying to read it, sorry. La Chesapeake? Well, anyways, really beautiful. A nice color as well. Looks like it's in pretty good shape here. I would call that mint. And then we have, it looks like another from the same series. It's got to be. It's another iteration with a different denom, this one being 24. This one's beautiful. I love the blue. Look at this blue. What is going on here? Even a battle, perhaps? It's interesting. It's weird. It almost looks like the clouds are like into the sea or something. Maybe it's a storm. I'm not sure what actually is going on there. But I would say it's a battle because it does say Bataille des Saints. Okay. Battle of the Saints, maybe? Yeah, that would make sense. So instead of it being clouds, it'd be like smoke clouds. Well, so those are beautiful, as a matter of fact. Well, I'll put those back later. And here we have French Polynesia again. Now, you know what I'm wondering in the back of my head? Is this really French Polynesia? I mean, I'm looking at it and it says France Libre. Is this really French Polynesia? I mean, assuming I ID'd it correctly, I'm just kind of second guessing that. But see, these other ones actually say Polynésie Français. So, anyways, this really reminds me of a stamp that they call the girl from Bora Bora. I wonder if that is her or not. I kind of want to look that up again real quick and see if this is her. It just looks so similar to me. I just can't remember. Let me check. Okay, let me just say yes. I just checked in the catalog. This is French Polynesia, number 137. I did it correctly, so there's no mistake made there. Anyways, about this Bora Bora girl. Okay, so this is... I was actually really close. I'm looking in the catalog, and the Girl of Bora Bora stamp is number 180 from French Polynesia from 1955. Well, this one here... What is this, 25 cents? This should be number 183. So pretty dang close. Now this one they call Girl Playing Guitar. At least is a description in the Scott catalog. And just right above it is the Girl from Bora Bora. So they do actually look a little different. I was close, but it is a different design. And so it's different. Darn, I was close, but not quite. I wonder if she still is a girl from Bora Bora, but just happens to be playing the guitar. Yeah, she's wearing a little bit different dress, and she's playing a guitar, so it's just different from that other stamp. I thought it was, but close. Anyways, also a very cool stamp. Definitely like it. And that pretty much does it for French Polynesia. So I do believe there is at least a couple more French territories to check out, so let's take a look. Okie dokie artichoke. French, Southern, and Antarctic Territories. Not too much, but some. Let's see. I've seen this one before. Little birdie. Upside down. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's an albatross. That's cool. Those are some of the larger birds in the world, I think. Nice stamp. Excuse me. I like it. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Oh, cool. Penguins. These are cute. Definitely one of the cooler looking penguins. I like that. Definitely. So I have 3 of those. That's nice. And then some other birds. I don't know how to pronounce this. Oh, I have 4 of those penguins. Excuse me. This is... Oh, maybe it's squaw? That sounds right. Squaw? Oh. You know, I like these. I do think that I like the penguin one the most, but I really do like that other, those birds as well. They're actually really pretty. As usual, just good looking stamps. Just good looking stamps, you know. Okay, I'm going to put those in later. We got, okay, so actually, oh wow, this one I did identify. It's the same one, number 13. Looks like 55 cents. I can barely even read my chicken scratch. Jeez. But so number 13 is what that one was. Okay, here I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. What does it say here? Bid board? I don't know what that means. Bid board? Maybe they had a board where they would bid on stamps? Fair bit of stuff in here. Give me one sec. Sorry, my, as usual, huh? My frickin' throat messing with me. So, Charles de Gaulle stamp. I actually don't know a whole lot about him. I do know that he was a French guy who fought against Nazis, so I can tell you that much. Part of the, I can't remember what it was, Free French Forces or something like that. And this is an air post. It says 1970-1980 with a nice portrait of Charles de Gaulle. So I have a few duplicates. Oh man, 4 duplicates of that. These look pretty well mint as well. Yeah, those actually look in good shape. Okay. French Antarctic Territories. Something about Amsterdam. I can't really read all that. I could look it all up, of course, but some cool looking ships. For sure. And we've got I don't know what that is. A big old rock out in the middle of the freaking ocean here. Maybe it's an iceberg. I don't know. A little island or something. Rocher du Lion. Like maybe Lion Rock. I don't know. That one's weird to me. I just don't know about that. Wow. I don't see these guys on stamps very much. It's not a walrus. No, it's elephant seal. That's what it is. With their big, nasty, bulbous face. Ugh. I can't remember if it was elephant seals, but maybe it was walruses. But I watched a video where I think it was walruses, and it's kind of a screwed up video, but they crowd together on beaches, and the beaches will get so crowded that the walruses will waddle their way up to higher land, like on cliffs. And then when they try to leave, they're so stupid they actually just fall off the cliffs and just die. It was definitely some amazing footage to watch. I mean, these big thousands of pounds, I can't remember how much they weigh, like an American ton or whatever, falling off these cliffs and just getting beaten up on their way down. What in the world? That is some wacky stuff to see, I gotta say. But the beaches are so overcrowded that they just... Yeah, like I said, I don't think that was elephant seals. I think that was walruses, but it totally reminds me of that. Anyways, that does it for the French Antarctic Territory. I don't have a whole lot of stuff in these, but at least I do have some. And we'll just move right on to whatever's next. Let's find out. Okay, French Sudan. Okay, whatever it was, it just fell. Crap. Okay, hold on. No, hold on. Gosh darn it. It fell and flew away on the ground. So I have one stamp here. Okay. Well, let's check it out. French Sudan, huh? Wow. Yeah, only one. That's actually surprising to me. I mean, out of all of the stamps, all of the collections, all the stamps that I have gone through and sorted, only one. You see the lady sitting there. Also a very cool stamp. It looks like it's engraved. I like the blue and orange, personally. This one has been hinged and has some minor flaws on the back, so not in perfect shape, but that's it. Wow, that was short and sweet. Okay, let's move right on again. Okay, French West Africa. I got some stuff in here. Let's check this thing out first. Okay. Côte d'Ivoire. Down at the bottom. One of the few French words I remember. Côte means like next to. Pretty much. And, well, I can see some guys on a canoe in what looks like a jungle setting is really all I can tell you about this. It's a cool looking stamp overall. This one is used, has a nice strike from the postmark. This one says Guinea on it. Huh. But it also does say French Occidental, or Afrique Occidental Français. Down at the bottom. Looks like some people wading through a river. They're really nice scenes. It's just a shame. Maybe this one's faded a little bit. And you know what? I think I'm going to bring you down closer so you guys can see a little better. I'm sorry. I probably should have done that earlier. Oops. Tighten this. Tighten this. Tighten that. Okay. So, they're like really nice scenes, but they're just not as clear as they could be. I do wonder about that one being faded, though. Interesting. This one says Senegal down at the bottom. I would assume that they're doing something with cooking or something like that. Okay, this one. By the way, this does actually have a nice postmark, but this one also has a pretty good strike on it. Guinea. This one says Guinea as well. This looks the same as this one. Yeah, these look identical, except for obviously the denominations, so. Same series. I do like these stamps. They're very cool. I like the scenes that they depict on these stamps. Like the style that they chose, it's a good style. This is kind of a recurring thing for me with French stamps. I mean, I just think that they just did a nice job. They made good choices. So I've seen this one before. I can't remember. I don't think you'd really call this, African headdress or something, but maybe it's like African hairstyle. I don't think I'm too far off. And we have a 1 and a 2 cents, so that's cool. Okay, moving on. Little cutout card here. Let's see, number 41. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crap. It's glued onto the freaking manila folder here. Or stock card. Yeah, this guy's like, he's cutting some kind of plant, or maybe fruit. This one's stuck as well. Gosh darn it. What a shame. Well, you can see part of what looks like a nice, beautiful scene. Oh, shame. Okay. And the final couple of stamps here. Don't want to just fall out. What do we have? Well, half-naked lady by a bridge. So, I doubt that's what the stamp is called, but that's what's going on. I just had a total flashback to being a kid. When I was a kid, in the early 90s, like early to mid 90s, at elementary school and stuff like that, some of the only places that I would ever see nudity, because it was still before everybody had the internet and computers, was National Geographic magazines. I remember being a young boy and just being like, oh my god, look, it's her boob, with all of my friends. I was a young kid, but that still blew me away. I was just like, I remember thinking, why is it okay that they show nudity in this magazine just because they're African? Like, it's still a grown lady with her breasts out, and it was still like, oh my god, I can't believe it. But things have changed. Now that we have the internet, pretty much anybody can see anything they want to see anytime, can't they? Anyways, so here they are playing. I would say dancing and playing an instrument, but it almost looks like he's holding a rifle. Maybe he's dancing around with a rifle. Is it a rifle? I mean, it looks like a rifle. Actually. And these other people have their hands up, almost like he's like, this is a stick up. Look, there's even a camel sitting down in the background. I don't think I've ever looked at this stamp so hard, but wow, interesting stamp. I don't know what's going on there, but that's actually pretty cool. Okay, well, that does it. Interesting little couple of stamps there at the end. I like both of those quite a bit. Those are cool. Okay, and that does it for French West Africa. Let's move on to the next one. You know what else are also super fond memories from when I was a kid? Reading Rainbow. I used to love reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. And The Magic School Bus. Oh my God. Both of those were like crack to me when I was a kid. That was some of the most fond memories of being a young kid in school were those two things. Anyways, it looks like we've actually finally finished the French territories and we moved on to Fujeira. Oh, well, I've just got a couple of things in here. Okay, first of all, this is beautiful. You guys see that beauty? Maybe it'd be better without the glare if I took it out. Let me take it out. Oh yeah, looks much better. What is this? Oh, there's a little envelope in there. We'll have to see if there's anything inside. So this is clearly a CTO. Airmail. Okay, so we've actually just got one stamp, and then the whole rest of this that creates this souvenir sheet, let's say, is just some really pretty images of I don't know, what is that, a hawk? I'm not sure, but very pretty. I mean, I definitely like it. No doubt about it. I kind of don't like that it's a CTO, but that's okay. It does have a bent corner, unfortunately. But overall, really pretty. So here this says Christmas seals from Formosa. Is there actually anything in here? Yes. Why is this in here? Huh. I guess it was because it was inside of that plastic thing. I must not have really paid it much mind. I also do believe that I have seen these before. Like, I might even have a full set of those somewhere. But Formosa, huh? Christmas seals from the island of Formosa. Set of two. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. It does say this is a set of two. Christmas seals issued on the island of Formosa, the last stronghold of Chinese nationalists. Notice the X-ray machine pictured on the stamp. Not one collector in 10,000 has this unusual, hard-to-get set. Is that for real? X-ray machine? I guess that's that little, those little things there. Sorry for the focus. Chinese nationalists, huh? That's Christmas seals. Wacky. Definitely didn't expect to see that in here. Okay. Well, let me slip those back in there. I'll have to file that away. And then I only have one stock card here. A couple of stamps. Soccer 1974. Oh, there's a few in there. Oh. So we have a soccer stamp that does look like a World Cup trophy, I think. And then airmail, Fujeira. And then like an Egyptian like tomb here. Well, I don't know, a sarcophagus perhaps. Pretty reflective gold, not super reflective, but a little bit. You know, as I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the perfs, like I'm wondering if it's two stamps layered on top of each other. I don't think so. It's just the way the perfs are. Huh. Okay. Well, some pretty cool, I guess, commemorative stamps. Alright. Short and sweet Fujeira. Let's go, let's do one more. I don't know if we'll even find a single folder that has more than just a handful of stamps this episode. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Okie doke. Gabon. Okay, I have a whole manila page and a couple of random glassines. So, the page doesn't seem to have a whole lot of stuff. It looks like a couple blocks. These look like CTOs as well. A mask, something about Bakota. Mask on, I don't know even how to pronounce that. Cuivre. Mask en cuivre Bakota. Did that sound weird? It felt weird saying it. I'm sure I butchered that. So, a couple of blocks, and looks like maybe one vertical pair. Okay, so a bunch of duplicates. Try to slip that back in there. Of some kind of mask. Alright, well, there's that. And what is this? Netherlands, blah blah blah. That's probably incorrect. Let's see. Some pretty flowers. They're actually really nice. I guess I won't really get into trying to pronounce those, but some pretty cool looking flowers. They almost come off like cactus or something, but really weird looking stuff, I gotta say. CTO, I'm assuming there. This one I don't see a postmark, so but it has been hinged. There's a hinge mark, formerly hinged. A couple of cool stamps, I like them. And then the final thing was this. Gabon, so it must be airmail, C111, mint never hinged, 70 cents, 1971 flowers. Oh, is this more than a block? This is a big block. Block of 8. It really does look in good shape, I gotta say. There's this little paper here that's... Oh, I see, they just cut off part of some other info. But yeah, really nice. So, airmail flower stamps. Those are either really large flowers or that's a really tiny plane. Just kidding. Okay, so... Oh, so much for the mint never hinged. It's definitely got some boogers on the back. Yeah, some gum issues here. You can see in the reflection. Ah, bummer. Oh, okay, though. I mean, they still look in pretty good shape overall, so not too bad. And, yeah, that was, once again, short and sweet. Jeez, man. So, let's just move on to the next folder. Gambia. Oh, well. I actually got some stuff in here. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's start with this. 223. Minimum hinge, a buck, birds. It does look like birds. Well, so there's actually quite a bit of these. A whole bunch of duplicates. Some clearly used, like this one has a postmark. It's faint, but that is used. One, God, here we go again. Is that a pound or a euro? Whatever. Oh, wow, cool. Different birds. I thought it was all going to be the same. Wow. What does it say? Chicoro longo. The longo must be referring to its long beak, I assume. I think that's a symbol for a pound. Oh my god. Let me look it up again. Christ, I can never remember that. It's shameful. honestly. Yeah, that's a pound. 1 pound. Oh, cool. All right. Well, yeah. I won't linger, but I do like these. I actually like the pink. This kind of pink, it might sound silly, but it looks delicious. Like I like strawberry stuff. Reminds me of like a strawberry milkshake. Okay, I'll put those back later. Okay, the Gambia. Some more birds. The same. Ooh, okay. You can see all the little different birdies. A Wucho and a Kia Katoru. Sorry. 2 shilling 6 pence, 1 shilling. Huh. This one says catalog $4 plus. Don't know if that really applies to these. I would be surprised. But they do look pretty well mint, I gotta say. Righty, let's move on to the next one. Okay, well that one wants to jump over. Gambia, more birds. Oh my god, is it the same? Somebody taped it. Uh-oh, here we go with the tape. Big no-no. Don't do that. Don't do it. Yep, same. 222. So, more of the same. A whole bunch of it. Jeez. Oh, this one is cool. You got the little color band here on the bottom. And it's a block of 6. Alright, well, we've already seen that. Okay. Let me just organize this enough to get it out of my way. Gambia. Okay, that looks a little different. Some sort of lady. Okay. Oh, is it the Queen? Is that so? 80th birthday of Queen Elizabeth, 1980. May she rest in peace. Okay, what's next? Oh, wow, this really common design type. Whoa, scrape my camera with my tongs. What the heck? Ugh, that felt bad. It felt like nails on a chalkboard. Okay. What more bird? What is it with these birds? Here we go again, birds. These are all clearly from the same collection, whoever had all these bird stamps. So these ones are a little bit out of place, but super common design type. Some different denoms. And a bunch of birdies. A whole bunch of them. Have we seen this bird already? I don't know. I don't think so. So a different bird. Looks like a duck. Pretty cool. Huh. Well, those don't really belong in there, but whatever. I'll keep them in there. It's fine. Okay. What is next? These. I don't even think I'll have to take these out. These are cool looking. Oh, wow. Churchill there. Gambia. Set of 3. 306 to 08. Mint never hinged. Huh. Anniversary of the birth of Winston Churchill. 100th anniversary. And this is the 100th anniversary of the birth of Winston Churchill. Again. Okay, so this is a whole series here commemorating the birth of Winston Churchill. Very cool. You know, these are colorful. They're good looking stamps. I like it. These are nice. I like those. So that does it for the Gambia stamps. And, I don't know. Let me try to figure out how long this thing has gone already. I might be calling it quits here. Maybe we'll just do one more. I'm not sure, but let me figure it out. All right, let's do one more. We'll call it quits after this. Georgia. There is some stuff in here. Let's see. Get out of the way. This looks like an overprint. Interesting looking stamp. Georgia / Armenia. It says not in, I guess, Mitchell, perhaps. Semi-postal, he has it as a B1. So it must be a semi-postal overprint here. Yeah. You can see like the hammer, sickle, and star in the center image. Cool looking stamp. Hinged. Well, for, I guess hinge remaining, perhaps. A lot of the perfs look bent over on the top, I guess the bottom of it there. Huh. Neat looking stamp. Okay, what are these? Some imperforates. I always like the look of these. These are cool looking. Okay, this is my writing, so I wrote all this. So, I'll just read it to you. Georgia, formerly a province in Russia. Well, that explains the hammer and sickle. And says there's bigger and smaller. Okay, so the smaller ones are number 7 to 12. Oh, this is cool. What are these? The smaller ones, 1919. Ugh, what an ugly hinge. Ah, that does not look nice. Wow. And yeah, so 1919 for the smaller ones, 85 cents a piece. I've written here for those. And I guess the bigger ones are number 16 to 18. From 1920, they're $1.40 cat each. Guy on horseback with a spear, something like that. In the middle. Pretty cool. I'm not actually... Oh, maybe this one we can see better. So it's just like sitting there. It's just sitting with a spear, I guess. An interesting little bunch of stamps, I must say. Those are pretty cool, and they're imperfect. They're old. They've got this kind of yellowish tone to them on the paper. I guess brown almost. Just must be whatever paper they printed these on. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Okay, I'll put those back later. Oh, another one. So just another duplicate. I actually might as well just honestly put that with the other ones and reuse this stock card here. There you go. Oh yeah. Nothing like being frugal and saving some money. Okay, and the final thing is looking eerily similar to this other one. They look like they have the same overprint actually. So yeah, once again, really crappy perforations on this thing, just tattered. This says Georgia B4, so another semi-postal, yep. Whereas the other one was B1. Well, you can actually see the overprint bleed through a little. Hammer, sickle, and star. Yep. Interesting. Okay. Well, just another semi-postal. Don't know what it says, of course, but cool. Well, hey, that does it. That was Georgia. All right. Not bad. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to actually have a segment here where I just kind of chat about my life situation here. So stick around if you care to listen or are interested at all. But for the rest of you who only care about stamps, which is fine, that was it. That was fun, man. I actually enjoyed this. I actually usually do enjoy these Kyle's Cabinets episodes just to see what I've got. Different stamps from different places. We actually had more French territories left than I expected, but we made it through. And yeah, so now we're in the G's in the alphabet, man. And we're on what? This is episode 27. Holy moly. We still haven't finished my first cabinet. We're on the last drawer of my first cabinet, but we're not even halfway through the drawer, and there is an awful lot of stuff in there. So this just goes to show how long this series will potentially be. I think at some point I was guessing like over 100 episodes or something. There's just so many stamps from so many countries left to look at in my cabinets. So the journey will continue. Anyways, thank you for watching. And like I said, stick around if you want to just hear me chat about what's going on with my job situation again. So anyways, catch you later. See ya. So as far as what happened with me, so yeah, I talked to my secretary from my old job. I said, hey, the place that you're working at, are they looking for techs? They said, yep, they hired me, and I've worked there for the last 6 weeks. Well, me and her have been butting heads over that time about me wearing earphones while working. Because, and I think I've mentioned this in past, maybe in the past video last week or two ago. It's a Spanish shop. They blast Spanish music just so loud. It's like it's being injected directly into my freaking brain, and I can't focus on what I need to do with this music. I hate the music, and it's way too loud. And not to mention there's all these body men, grinding and banging and noises, and it's a loud shop, and I am like head tech position. I mean, I have constant diagnostic jobs that I need clear focus and thought to get through to fix these different cars and with their different wacky, quirky problems. It's complicated. It's not simple. It's not easy, and I can do it, but I have got to be able to focus. So my adaptation was to put in some noise-canceling earphones. That way I can listen to some actual quality music like Pink Floyd or something like that while I'm trying to figure out what the voltage should be on this color wire, on this connector, and how do I access it, and blah, 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 So we bumped heads about, she said I have to take one headphone out so that, when she screams my name, I can just drop everything I'm doing and scurry over to her like I'm a dog. At least that's my feeling about it. I told her, you need to not be so lazy, and you need to use your little legs and just walk over to me instead of screaming my name and expecting me to just run over to you. I mean, I have my own shit to deal with. Whoops. I'll make sure that I put foul language when I monetize this. Yeah, I have my own shit to deal with. I'm busy, and I just feel like she's just so entitled. Like, she thinks that she's king shit, and she literally wants to just walk out of the office, open the door, and go, Kyle! And just have me drop, no matter what I'm doing, no matter how dirty I am, no matter how deep in thought I am, or focusing, or where I am during a troubleshooting procedure or anything, she wants me to just drop what I'm doing and scurry over to her. And I just wasn't on board with that from the very beginning. I mean, so she asked me over and over. I said no over and over. Well, Saturday there, she created a situation out of thin air to demonstrate to the boss that I'm not listening to her when she tells me I have to take a headphone out. She walked up to me about 10 feet away from me when I'm working on an engine job, and just was screaming my name at me right in front of the boss, and I can't hear her. She knows very well I have earphones in, and so she just stood there screaming my name until I eventually somehow just get that feeling in the air, and I look, and then she is screaming at me, and I go, what? What's up? She's like, can you take one of your headphones out? And I said, no. What do you got? What do you need? and she was just uptight like a little kid. She got all tight, stiff-lipped, turned around, stormed back into the office, and just like, what the heck was that? I'm looking at the boss. He's laughing about it. He thinks it's funny, and I thought it was funny too. I mean, she's acting like a total child. It's, ooh. And so then we'll finish off my shift, and at the end of the day, 10 minutes before the end of my shift, she comes to me and says, "So this is going to be your last week here because I asked you to take one of your headphones out, and you just won't do it, and you keep not listening to me, and now you did it in front of the boss, and I can't work with you." And I was just like, "Okay." That's all I said to her. I said, "Okay," and she said, "Okay," and walked away. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with a child, and I think it's like I feel like in some ways she's right, and in some ways I'm right. It's easy enough to take a headphone out, but then I can't focus and do a good job. And I would be constantly annoyed by the music. And she's just not willing. I mean, she's that lazy. She's just not willing to walk over to me. Even though I've known her she worked for me for the last 5 years. I like to cook, and I brought her food all the time. I bought her gifts. I listened to all her problems. I actually really like her, but yeah, I mean, I've gone above and beyond. Actually, I've backed her up to get raises a couple of times, and I even threatened to quit last time that she wanted a raise, because I said, if you don't give Millie a raise, then I'm not going to do her job and mine, so I'm going to quit too. So you better just give her an extra $100 a week, or I'm going to be out of here. And so I backed her up and got her a raise, and I mean, I've gone to bat for that girl. And anyway, yeah, so it's really sad that it's the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. I mean, I'm not going to take a headphone out, and she's not going to stop asking me. And so, yeah, kind of stupid stuff. I mean, trivial baloney to lose a job over. And I think I'm a reasonable guy. And that's why I can understand her perspective. I totally can. She's trying to exercise her authority. But I'm a grown man. And I'm trying to make it work where I'm at there in Spanish land with the music. And I'm trying. I was trying. I was working hard. I work hard all day, all day. I come home and I'm beat. I played my part there, I thought. And if the owner is willing to let me go over this, then I'm gone. I will go somewhere else. One opportunity leads to another. It's all good. Now, I do want to say, I just think she was so childish. I just can't stand that. So I'm out of there. But I want to say that so now that I don't have a job, and I'm thinking, oh crap, here we go again. The insecurity of, I can't pay the bills. What am I going to do? Got to find a new place. Blah, blah, blah. I got to move all my tools and toolboxes and all my stuff again. It's getting old. But I was like, at this point I was thinking, is there anything else I could do? Like, I'm a mechanic because that's what I've done the last 17 years. I'm really good at it. I am. I'm a good mechanic. I can fix all kinds of things on a lot of different cars. And it's the way that I make the most money, so it makes sense to be a mechanic. It just naturally works out that way. It's kind of what I've pigeonholed myself into. Like, I'm not really good at a whole lot else. I mean, I could manage a GNC or a Wendy's or something. I don't want to though. It's like being a master tech, even though I'm not certified to be one, I'm practically am one. that's where I make the most money. So why would I do anything else? But at this point, I'm starting to think like maybe I would like to do something else. Maybe, and what I'm thinking is I'd like a remote job. I'd like to be able to work from home with flexible hours. And I still don't mind. I mean, I'll work 60 hours a week if that's what it takes to pay the bills. And but so I've been looking online since Saturday, and I've been trying to find what kind of remote jobs are out there. Is there anything that I would be able to do? Like, no, I don't have a college degree, but I understand English very well. I'm articulate. I can type fairly fast. I do have customer service skills, and um, ideally though, I don't really want to be on the phone dealing with customers. My kind of dream job is a remote job, so I can work from home and where I don't really have to communicate with people. So I was looking at what kind of stuff is like that. Well, data entry is one. Then there's another one called, just transcribing things, being a transcriptionist. Um, the third kind of avenue I was looking into, but I don't know about much at all, is being a voiceover guy, like voice acting or whatever. I've been told a few times I have a pretty good voice, and that maybe that would be something I could look into and pursue. Is reading audiobooks or voice acting or whatever. So I don't know. I'm so unsure about all this stuff because I don't know anything about data entry. All I can tell you is I assume that you're entering data in something, in some way, form, or fashion. I don't know. Um, Being a transcriptionist, so like if there's a video or an audio file or something like that, then I would be typing it out, I guess. But the problem with all of these jobs is they don't pay that much. I mean, what $15 an hour to be a transcriptionist or something? I mean, like, and most all of these online remote jobs are part time. So, like, I would have to do, let's say, a minimum of 10 hours a week or 10 hours a month, um, 29 hours a month or something. But that's a month, right? So I would need like multiple part time jobs. I'm just very unsure about it all. But anyways, I just wanted to share. These are my thoughts. This is where I'm at. I mean, I have almost no doubt that there's probably no way I could find a good enough remote job that I'm going to be able to pay my bills and survive. And I'll probably just have to go and start beating feet to find a new mechanic job. Um, that's just it's just my reality, probably. But if there was a remote job that I could make work full time to live, I would surely enjoy that much more than being a mechanic. I mean, I'm 35. I'm supposedly like I should be in my prime right now. I mean, I feel young enough and strong enough still. I mean, I've got plenty of years left in me, to work hard with physical labor as a mechanic. But I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to do something else. I'm tired of cleaning the crud out of my nails every day, and I'm tired of breathing the chemicals and smelling the smells and dealing with these cars. I mean, cars are such a pain in the butt, honestly. So a lot of them are just such junk, and the design on a lot of these cars, the way that they're engineered, it just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, I get all pissed off. I just get pissed. Cars can be very annoying. They're so complicated these days too. They're just extremely over-engineered. So, anyways, I was seeing if there was any way for me to get out of that stuff and just kind of pursue some alternate path in life here. But, anyways, so that's the story. Me and Lady Buttheads. I'm out of a job again, and trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. But, anyways, thanks for sticking around here to the end of the video if you were interested in hearing what's going on with me. Now, I'm going to share some totally random stuff. This here is a personal air conditioner, okay? Taurus? Yeah, Taurus brand. I think it's called the Taurus Coolify 3. Now, this is a personal air conditioner. It's got fans on the top and bottom. You see the vents. And then the inside here is a special material that they use some kind of microchip technology or something like that to cool both the sides and the back surfaces of this device. And so you wear it around your neck, just like this. Personal air conditioner, you turn it on, it blows upwards and downwards, and then cools on contact. Freaking unbelievable, you guys. I mean, let me tell you, this thing feels great. I end up, as a mechanic, inevitably, extremely hot and miserable. Okay? Most shops I work at never have air conditioning. Okay? I work in 95-degree heat and humidity, and I'll be leaning over a hot engine fresh off the road, and I can't even tell you how miserable it can get. I mean, I have sweat pouring in my eyes, burning my eyes. Like, I can't even see sometimes. It's so bad. That's just the nature of the job. But, in the past, me and my father have tried random things. He had cooling vests that have freezer packs, and we would wear these cooling vests. Well, those do work. It takes the edge off. But, once the coolness in the freezer packs wears away, then it's almost like you're even hotter than you would have been. And it's kind of heavy, extra bulky crap to wear. And you have to cycle the freezer packs in the freezer. And it's all just extra crap to deal with, right? Well, years ago I found the first iteration of this. The Coolify 1. I think I bought it for $150 on Amazon or something. It was all right. Well, the version 3 here, I mean, luckily I thought about this the other day. Version 3 is so much better. They've put years of customer feedback and upgrades into this thing, where this is way better than the Coolify 1. For one thing, this whole cooling surface on the inside all the way around was only just one spot right on the back of the neck. So now the fact that the whole thing does it, that's crazy, because it totally feels nice and chilly. And to have that on the back of your neck, kind of at the base of your spine, is awesome. And they made the back like long and fat, so you get good surface contact. I mean, this thing is awesome. I love this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't blow from the bottom on the sides. Only the top has vents. The bottom doesn't. But the back does have a vent, so it blows. So, anyways, love that thing. Hey, let me tell you something. If you were mowing the lawn in the heat, if you were hiking, if you were moving, if you like any kind of situation where you're super hot and uncomfortable and you want to cool off, feel a little bit better, that thing is amazing. That thing is so cool. I love that thing. Okay, so I just want to share. Also, the last note on this. I know this is a totally random thing, but I'm like I think it's super cool. Final 2 notes. Some people, instead of cooling their whole freaking apartment, they just wear this. Like, if they work at home, they'll just slip this thing on and cool off while they're doing their work at home, working on their stamp collection, whatever they want to do, right? Instead of cooling their whole apartment, so it saves them the electricity bill. Electrical bill. Now, the other cool thing about this is a feature that customers have been requesting for years, which I never even thought of, but I think is brilliant, is for this thing to be able to be run by a power bank. You see, you probably get 8 to 10 hours on the low setting with the low fan and the low cool. If you do medium fan and cool, then you'll probably get, 4 or 5. And if you do max fan and cool, you probably only get a couple of hours, which isn't a lot. It has a 6,000 milliamp battery. Well, you can run it, you can plug it in. It comes with this charge cable. You can plug it into a power bank and slip that in your pocket and then kind of run it indefinitely. Like, I have a 10,000 milliamp power bank I just got. And so ideally I'd be able to actually run this thing at medium or high for a full work shift of 8 to 10 hours. That's awesome. I can't tell you guys how amazing that is, that you can slip one of these in your pocket and just run it off of that. Super cool. I would personally run the cord underneath your shirt, so it doesn't get caught on the things on cars. There's plenty of things to snag on automobiles. So anyways, I just think that's a brilliant thing. Once again, it's the Taurus Coolify 3. So anyway, that's my new toy. I totally love that thing. It's so unbelievable. Oh my god. Anyways, that's really all I have to talk about right now. So thanks for listening, guys.